So hello everyone. So today in this particular video we will try to discuss about isothermal and volumetric efficiency of an air compressor. So in the previous video we have discussed about how to calculate the work done expressions while considering the clearance volume and without considering the clearance volume. In both the cases we have derived the work done expressions in terms of various temperatures and pressures. Okay. So in this video we will try to see what is isothermal efficiency of air compressor and even what is volumetric efficiency of air compressor, and even try to derive the equations for those things. So this is very important to analyze why isothermal process is so important for an air compressor. So look at this PV diagram which I have been studying it since the last 3-4 videos. Okay, so 4 to 1 is your intake and 1 to 2 is your compression, correct? So, and delivery happens from 2 to 3. So 4 to 1 is your intake and 1 to 2 is your compression and 2 to 3 is your delivery. So if you want the output pressure to be constant, you should keep this particular pressure limit to be constant, correct? So you cannot change this limit. So I want there is a limitations of a air compressor. It doesn't specification of a air compressor that the air compressor has to be designed at a particular pressure, is it? So this is a 10 bar air compressor, this is a 5 bar air compressor, they would say. What does it mean? The 5 bar amount of pressure it would exert at the output of its compression. Okay, that is what it is meaning. So based on the design comparison, this particular value, this is the output pressure of the compression cannot be varied. So this is particular thing is fixed, correct? So you cannot vary it. And 4 to 1 almost all happens in your atmospheric pressure, which is your intake stroke. That means it happens in your atmospheric pressure. So that also cannot be varied much. Okay, so practically in order to define how much amount of work has been inputted into the compressor to generate that pressurized air, practically it depends on only one process. Okay, so it depends on only one process, that is from process 1 to 2. So the entire work, whatever it might be, some process 1 to 2, will decide how much work it could take. Okay, so let us try to analyze. See, there are 3 processes. It could go from process 1 to process 2, correct? It could be any of these processes. It could be isothermal, it could be polytropic, or it could be adiabatic. Okay, so let us say if it is adiabatic in nature. So if I compress the gas from state 1 to state 2 dash using an adiabatic process, it could cover this much amount of area, yes or no? It would cover this much amount of area. Okay, now if I go with from the process 1 to 2, okay, now if I go from the process 1 to 2 in an isothermal way, that means this is the thing, guys. Yes, so now I am going to conduct the air compression process in an isothermal way. That means the work that I should input to the air compressor is given by the thing which I have just hatched now. Okay, I am hatching this. Okay, so see, so which one is greater? If I go with adiabatic process, the work input is greater, or if I go with isothermal process, the work input is greater. It is very much clear that if I go with an adiabatic process, it covers more area. How much more? This much more. See, all this area is extra, correct? All this area is extra. Okay, which is extra work which you are providing to the system. Why? Because you want to carry out the process from 1 to 2 in a adiabatic way. But if I go with the process 1 to 2 to be in the isothermal way, it could save this much amount of work, guys. It could save this much. Anyhow, your end pressure would be same. There would be no change in the end pressure. 2 dash is equal to 2 dash. I mean 2 double dash is equal to 2 dash. no change in the end pressure. If you change the process to be isothermal, you would save the maximum amount of energy. So that is what it has been explained in all these things here. Okay. So always we will try to perform a air compression process in a isothermal way. Keep this in mind in order to have the maximum efficiency. So how will we have the maximum efficiency? Your work inputting to the system is very less. If you go in an isothermal way, naturally your efficiency would be less. So all the notes regarding what I have explained just now is been provided here. Kindly take it down. Okay. And how do you reach an isothermal process? So you will be using an intercooler in between the stages and all. We will be seeing it in the further videos how to do that. Okay. Okay, take this. After that, we shall try to calculate the isothermal work here. Okay, so it is given by, again go with the PV diagram. I cannot go to the previous slide. So area 1 2-56 plus area 2-375 plus area 1476. Okay, if you do this, you'll get the isothermal work what I have just calculated here. So the thing, if you want to calculate whole thing, you have to add some of the areas and delete some of the areas. It is just geometry, just follow it. Okay. So area under 1 2-56 is given by P2 because it is an isothermal process. It is given by P2 V2 double dash into ln of P2 by P1. Okay, plus area under 2375 is given just by P2 V2 minus this particular thing is given as P1 V1. Okay, since P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2 dash. Why? Because it is an isothermal process. Because your T1 would be equal to T2. So if your T1 is equal to T2, what happens? Your MRT1 would be equal to MRT2. If MRT1 is equals to MRT2, then P1 V1 would be equal to P2 V2. That is how it is arrived at this particular point. Okay. So the indicated power per cycle is given by this particular thing. Okay. So P1, P2 V2 double dash can be replaced as P1 V1 here. Okay. Next, P1 V1 can be replaced as MRT1. Okay. So this is the thing. So how do you define an isothermal efficiency? Isothermal efficiency is a reciprocal of isothermal work, okay, which is this one. This is your isothermal work and indicated work. What is indicated work? Indicated work is a work extracted from an indicated diagram. So indicated diagram, that is area of the plot. You have just derived this expression of work done in an air compressor in your previous video, in the previous expression, work done in an air compressor considering or without considering the clearance volume. So this is the expression from which you have extracted this. Now this isothermal work you have just calculated here, correct? So substitute both the things and simplify it a little bit, then you will get this particular expression. MR cancels, T1 cancels, the remaining things have been kept here, that's it. Okay, so this is the expression for isothermal efficiency of air compressor. Okay.